Hey there, I'm Parth Doshi, exploring the field of RPA and sharing my learnings with you by making videos. So, this is the next video in the series of data table activities. Now, let me give you a quick overview of what we will be seeing in this video. So, in this video, what we are going to do is we are going to not extract, but we are going to access the values of an Excel file into variables for like further processing or even whatever is required. So let me first show you the Excel file which I have prepared. You can say it as a dummy Excel file. So this is the Excel file you can see over here. Okay, 1 second. Yeah. So you can see the Excel file over here. Now we are going to access each of this data row by row into variables in our workflow. So if you want to access the variables and write into somewhere else, so suppose if we are using some data entry application, so how to read the data from an Excel file and put it in the data entry application or whatever you are using. So basically the main motto of this video is to show you how you can use this Excel file and take the value into the variables. So now first thing what we need to do is we need to use a read range activity. So I'm going to use of Workbook read range and not of Excel. Now what is the difference between these two? In Excel, you need to use an Excel application scope. If I drag this over here, you will see an error. Activity is valid only inside Excel application scope. And in Workbook, if I drag this, there is just value for required activity argument variable path was not supplied. So I'm going to just select this. Details is my the file, open. Now here you can see there is like specified column and rows name. So I'm going to just remove the complete part. It will not give me an error. So if you specify the range, it will read only that much data, but if not, it will read the complete Excel file. So here you can see we have an output data table. So we are going to write it as details data table. Okay. Now, once we are reading our Excel file and storing into the data table, how can we store each of this value, into the specified variable? So ID will be stored in ID variable, first name in first name, and last name in last name. So for that, what you need to do is we are going to use a data table activity, which is the main mode of making this series. So we are okay. So let me just type data table. Okay. So you can see there are different activities. If you have seen previous video, you will understand what is the difference between generate data table and build data table. So here I'm going to use for each row. So now here, if you see in the input, we need to specify a data table, which we already have. So we are going to specify details data table. Now what? Now what we want to do is we are getting each row of the details data table, which is our Excel file. Now once we are getting that, we need to store the values in the variables. So we are going to use multiple assign since we have 3 columns over here. So I've dragged multiple assign. Let me get 1, 2, and 3. Now the first variable is going to be ID. The second is going to be first name, and the third is going to be last name. Now what we want is we want the value of ID. So you can do that by row dot item bracket of what is the column name. It's ID. If you see over here, it's ID dot toString. So you are accessing the item of the row whose column name is ID. So if you see, if I drag over here, property data row dot item column name has string. So we are converting it to toString. Now we need of row dot item it is going to be first name, then what it is going to be dot toString. So again, row of that particular row, we want the item which has the column name, last name, and convert it to string. So this is how we are accessing each row into the variables. Now to see if we are getting it properly or not, we are going to use our write line activity, wherein what we are going to do is id colon plus, we are going to display id plus, we are going to display, if you need you can just put a space over here, first name colon space, here we are going to display the first name variable, again here, okay, so here it is going to be last name, similarly after this plus last name. So that's it, it will write in the write line activity. So we will able to see whether this all the 4 lines are written or not. So before you run it, you should always have the Excel file closed so you don't get the error. Also in debug, the slow step is on. So I'm going to run this file and see whether we are able to access all the 4 data in the variables or not. So let's wait for the workflow to start its execution and see in the this particular part whether we are able to get or not. Okay, so it has read the file. Now it is going to for each row assign. Okay, so first you can see it is written id, second is written, the third one is written, and the fourth one is written. Now the execution will stop. Okay, so now let's see this. If you see, we were able to have all the 4 data, id, first name, and the last name. So this is how we can just take our Excel file and store the data into the variables. Now the applications where this particular concept can be used is when you want to read an Excel file and type into a web application, a desktop application, a CRM application. So if you are processing your some documents, you are writing the data into an Excel file. Now you need to use that data to put somewhere, to put in a database or on a website or on a desktop application. So this is how you can easily do it with just using 2 activities. So the one activity which we have used is the read range to read the Excel file, and the main activity which we are understanding over here is how to use the for each row activity of the data table. So in just 2 simple steps, you can easily get the complete Excel data into the variables. Thank you for watching the complete video. Please do subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that yet, and share the video with your colleagues or your friends, anyone who requires to understand these concepts or to understand what are different data table activities. There is already one video on data table, and there will be many more videos coming with some good use cases as well. Also, don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated to all the new videos I upload.